Remember, we're a nonprofit, and also all of the performers tonight are donating their time. This is a fundraiser for us. And the way things are now, we have to do at least 2 fundraisers a month. This Thursday Night Coffeehouse type format is one of them. But we have to at least do that, plus always beg for donations just to keep going, even though this place is almost 51 years old. So we really appreciate all the performers. Larry just told me he has a new CD out in the foyer. It's a 1-song CD, but it's only $5, so if you want to support him, and I know a number of you have already bought the $5 t-shirts. We're closing those out and doing some new designs soon. So on the break, if you want to take a look at those,
you get it with the t-shirt.
I know.
And it was only $10.
There you go. It's a deal. 2 for 10, t-shirt and a CD. Anyway, thank you so much for coming and playing for us. And let's hear, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name, Larry and
Steve Wilson.
Steve Wilson, thanks. Let's hear them.
Thank you very much. So good to be back to Artichoke. Steve and I were here last time together, not too long ago. And I used to play over at the old Artichoke. Anybody ever go over the old Artichoke? I got some old timers here. I like it. Yeah. Well, anyway, we're going to play a few songs for you. Some I wrote, some a couple John Prine wrote. So here we go. This is called I Saw the Writing on the Wall. 2, 3, 4. I just stopped by to say hello, a little chat before I go. I didn't mean to make you cry each and every time. You know I just couldn't stay with you, even though you wanted me to. And I saw the writing on the wall, and I was a fool to follow you this far. We used to kiss and walk at night, smile and hold each other tight, strolling on the streets till 2, just to spend some time with you. Lonely hearts we used to be, and now it's not eternity. And I saw the writing on the wall, and I was a fool to follow you this far. And I saw the writing on the wall, I was a fool to follow you this far. I met someone the other day, she smiles at me and treats me okay. She's the opposite of you, never makes me feel blue. She kissed me morning, noon, and night until the last of evening light. And I got a new light in the sky. I'm no longer blue now that we are through. One more time. Woo, thank you. True story, by the way. Oh, John Prine, Speed of Sound and Loneliness. Come home late, you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight, you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. What in the world has come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness, and you're out there running just to be on the run. I've got a heart that burns with fever. I've got a word and a jealous mind. How can a love that lasts forever get left so far behind? What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness, and you're out there running just to be on a run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. I crossed that evil line today. How can we ask about tomorrow when you ain't got one good word to say? Oh, what in the world has come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness, and you're out there running just to be on the run. And you're out there running just to be on the run. And you're out there running just to be on the run. Thank you. Steve Wilson, everybody. This is one of my songs called That Lonesome Trail. I'm going to get a head start on him here. I better not. 2, 3, 4. I was talking to you earlier, and yeah, this is my good country song. Well, I've been riding solo for so long. I'm thinking about what it was I said just to make you get on gone. Could it be the eclipse or
passing line, or the chill you felt on the hot July night. When we were just youngins, oh, barely 17, we saddled up our Mustangs and we headed down to the creek. When swimming in the water hole, how could we both forget? Oh, the night I first kissed you, you know I won't regret. Oh, that lonesome trail. Oh, ride if you must, better winds will prevail. Well, the iron horse did steam on by, and it never made a sound. We rode into that one-horse town, and no one was around. The undertaker looked at us, and he sized us up and down. And you said, I can't live like this. And then you turned around. Oh, that lonesome trail. Oh, ride if you must, better winds will prevail. Last thing I remember, oh, the moon did shine so bright. You mumbled something with the breath, and then you rode on out of sight. I never understood you, oh, why you picked those fights. But I will be riding solo tonight. That lonesome trail. Oh, ride if you must, better winds will prevail. Yeah, I've been riding solo for so long, thinking about what it was I said just to make you get on gone. Could it be the eclipse or the moon's a passing line, or the chill you felt on that hot July night? Oh, that lonesome trail. Oh, that lonesome trail. Lonesome trail. Oh, ride if you must, better winds will prevail.
Thank you. Does it sound like it's in tune? After I beat this thing into submission here. Hey, we're going to do a John Prine song. Okay, just a couple of them tonight. I promise I won't get too crazy with them. Big Old Goofy World, one of my favorites. Have you heard of Big Old Goofy World? Yes? No? Yeah, good. So here we go. Big Old Goofy World.
Up in the morning, work like a dog. It's better than sitting like a bump on a log. mind all your manners, you're quiet as a mouse. Someday you'll own a home as big as a house. Well, I know a fella, he eats like a horse, and he knocks those old balls around the old golf course. Well, you ought to see his wife. She's a cute little dish. She smokes like a chimney and drinks like a fish. And there's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Oh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. If Elvis had a woman with a head like a rock, I wish I had a woman that made my knees knock. She'd sing like an angel and she'd eat like a bird.
If I wrote John Prine's song, she'd know every single word.
There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Oh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Kiss a little baby, I'll give the world a smile. And if you take an inch, I'll give them back a mile. And if you lie like a rug and you don't give a damn, you're never gonna be as happy as a clam. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Oh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Now I'm sitting in my hotel room trying to write a song. You know how that is. And my head is just an empty. It's empty as the day is long. Well, you know, it's clear as a bell that I should have gone to school, right? I'd be wise as an old owl rather than stubborn as a mule. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy world. Girl, oh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Oh, baby, it's a big old goofy world.
Yeah, she was as big as a world, huh? Here's my new single that's called Birds Fly. I get an opportunity once a year. I write for a songwriting contest at Tumbleweed Folk Festival, which is up in Richland, Pasco. And so I wrote this song after walking around the grounds up there. And the theory was, or the song challenge was, next to trees by water, something like that. And I'm thinking, right. So this is my take of it. So it's called Birds Fly. Oh, and it just hit YouTube yesterday. I just had to put up on all the mediums. So I'm real excited. And I have 5 CDs in the back, $5 a piece. If you want them, you better grab them before they're all gone. So 2, 3, 4.
Old oak trees in the parkscape. Everybody's walking just to contemplate. It's easy to see when the river flows by, something's gonna catch your eye. In the day you can hear the children at play as they swing to and fro and climb all day. You can hear the warnings that the mothers say, the birds might come your way. Why don't you walk my way? Why don't you talk and say? Why don't you call them names? You know I'll do the same. And we can walk at night when there's no birds in flight. Acorns crunching beneath your feet. One look at you, honey, my heart skips a beat. It's so easy to see in a different light that the birds can aim precise. Well, there's no secret in the Tri-City Zone. From Richland to Pasco, it's really well known that seagulls target the passers-by. I'm damn glad that cows don't fly. Why don't you walk my way? Why don't you talk and say? Why don't you call them names? You know I'll do the same. And we can walk at night when there's no birds in flight. Well, I'll leave you with a thought, or maybe a few, as you try to think up a choice word or two. If they come after me, they're gonna come after you. Well, I wonder what the cows would do. I know what they do. They wanna walk our way. They wanna talk and say. They wanna call them names. You know we'll do the same. And we can walk at night when there's no birds in flight. Yeah, we can walk at night and be glad the cows don't fly.
So we have one more song to play, right? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Little backstory to that song. When I was a little kid, about 5, 6 years old, my parents would take me to the Philadelphia Zoo. We lived in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania, northeast Pennsylvania. And this bird came along and pooped on my shoulder. And of course, you know, as a little kid, you're like, my mom goes, well, aren't you glad that cows don't fly? I would have rather told you that in the beginning, but it would have ruined the hook there. So anyway, so this is a fun song off of my first album. It's called "Facing Towards the Wind." It's a song I was talking to you about the cowboy song. Yeah. Steve always tells me, he says, "Why do you wear your baseball cap? You should put that Stetson of yours on." Wind doesn't hit it, it's good, right?
I can go, she can go, way on down to the rodeo. Watch me ride at shoot number 10. Tie me in and make it tight. Make me wonder what's wrong's right. Keep me on facing towards the wind. Keep me on facing towards the wind. Keep me on facing towards the wind. And don't ever let it all end, or see my lights go dim. Just keep me on facing towards the wind. I might ride big old bull, Lord, don't make me look a fool. Keep me on facing towards the wind. I've been high and I've been low, look out clowns, I'm gonna blow. Keep me on facing towards the wind. Oh, keep me on facing towards the wind. Yeah, keep me on facing towards the wind. And don't ever let it all end, or see my lights go dim. Just keep me on facing towards the wind. Got this girl at every show. Don't tie me down, don't make it slow. Keep me on facing towards the wind. Well, the circuit's gone, next town I'll see when we come back around. Meanwhile, keep facing towards the wind. Oh, keep me on facing towards the wind. Yeah, keep me on facing towards the wind. And don't ever let it all end, or see my lights go dim. Just keep me on facing towards the wind.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you much for Tumbleweed for having us here. Tumbleweed. I got Tumbleweed on the brain today. Thank you very much for Artichoke to have us here. And by the way, all the tips we're donating towards Artichoke tonight. Oh. So please throw a couple of 20s and 50s and 100s in there for me.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm joking. Put what you can in there.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget my CDs.
I know, and I was just going to say the tips go to the performers, and you took that out of my mouth because I forgot to say that. So thank you.
And all of our tips. They're yours.
You're awesome. Right. Thank you. We'll have two more solo performers after this. Ron Shaffer will be first, then John Dodge. And then we'll take a break. And we have a new tradition we started a few months ago because I screwed up and didn't plan enough people for this. We have a jug band class that has a 6-week session. And this is their last night. So they saved us the time I screwed up, and they came down and did a set. So we've now started that as a new tradition. So the last day of their 6-week class, they'll come and do a performance for us. So we'll take a little break in between the next two acts and the jug band. So thanks again to Larry and Steve. And next up will be Ron Shaffer.
moved. Okay.
Is that where did you sound check over there?
I think I did over here.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. That's
But it was more, it was like
Yeah.
more here before, but kind of in the middle.
Since you're in the middle now, we're gonna both you guys in the middle. We'll put you in the middle.
Yeah, ba-ba-doo-ba-ba. Shelley just informed me that the guy that, the reason it got screwed up or that class got to play was, I get this, Michael, the sound man, he's a friend of mine, I get an email from him, are you coming soon? And I'm like, I'm not scheduled to play. Shelley had wishful thinking, you know. So, but tonight I'm scheduled to play. So, as far as I know, here I am. As far as I know, let's see here. What's going on here? Okay. The strap's not being cooperative. So, yeah. Welcome. We have sound. More, please. On guitar. Quite a bit more. All right. This song I wrote with Vicky. On the night before my wedding, I was so nervous I was shaking, till Grandpa pulled up in his old pickup, handing me a beer. I told him I was nervous. I asked how he and Grandma stayed together all these years. He said, I'll give you some simple things to try. They have always worked for us every time. Ain't always easy, but you'll never, never, never be alone if you try this at home. Bring her coffee every morning, snuggle even if you're busy. Listen carefully to each and every word she has to say. And don't hold in your feelings, even if they are not pretty. And tell her that you love her every day. These have always worked for me. They have always worked for me every time. It ain't always easy, but you'll never, never, never be alone if you try this at home. Don't forget to give her wild, crazy nights of romance. Pour the wine, light the candles, and dance. Try this at home. Try this at home, yeah. Thank you. This is a newer one. Did a big demo, big expensive Nashville demo that sounds like a record. So, but this isn't it. This is just me and guitar. Can't get enough hydration today. Let's see, grab a pick. Not that one. It's got to be the right color to, you know. Guitarists, you know that, right? Red, that's it. Without red pick, man. We pass in hall with just a glance. The fire burned out and the house is cold. Yeah, I miss the candles and the whiskey, the long, slow kisses when we danced. Neither one of us is saying it, but this could be our last chance. How long has it been since we stared into each other's eyes across the room? Couldn't wait to be wrapped around each other. I dream of the night when we first met. Really must stop, we were soaking wet. Let's turn back hands of time and pretend we're strangers again. Let's meet in the park every day. Eat takeout and I'll bring one red rose. Let's act like we just met and we can dress up like it's our first date. Let's slow way down before it's too late. How long has it been since we stared into each other's eyes across the room? Couldn't wait to be wrapped around each other. I dream of the night when we first met. Really must stop, we were soaking wet. Let's turn back hands of time and pretend we're strangers again. We could stay two wanderers on our separate paths. We can go back, being strangers again. Strangers again. I dream of the night when we first met. Really must stop, we were soaking wet. Let's turn back the hands of time and pretend we're strangers again. Strangers again. Thank you. Thank you. Did Bella ever show up? You're here? Okay. Howdy. Way in the back. You're too far back to see even. So this was birthday week. Zach always, every year for his birthday, said, I want a dog or a sister. So on his 11th birthday party on his birthday on March 6th, yesterday, we brought his baby sister home, Bella. So I thought maybe, can we sing some happy birthday? It's birthday week. Bella and Zach. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zach and Bella. Happy birthday to you. Two of the best kids I've ever had. So I promised in my email to people that I was going to do a real old song, and I'm going to keep that promise. This is over 4 decades old. And anyway, it's got a little story. I grew up in Chicago and started playing guitar when I was like about 9. And back then it was like, oh, you could, this was back in the dark ages, And you can do recitals and stuff and play like solo. It was awful, solo guitar. Here I am doing it. But back then it was like, the most scariest thing in the world. And so then at my school, there was a friend of mine. They were having a dance. I think it was a dance or something. And he came up and he played a song with a band. I'm like, you can do that? I was like, that's weird. You could actually play in a band and not just on the radio and stuff. Kind of opened my eyes at 12. And it was, the song was Happy Together by the Turtles. Are there people old enough here to remember some of that? I can see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When I'm with you, the skies will be blue for all my life. Those are for the youngsters here. So then there was that song. So by the Turtles. And the Turtles had some kind of legal stuff. And they couldn't go by the Turtles anymore. And so Frank Zappa actually hired them, and he named them Flo and Eddie. So now we flash forward. I am 26, moved to LA to be a hit songwriter, artist, person. And I'm there like 2 weeks. And Flo and Eddie are doing a thing. And there's like 300 people there. And Flo and Eddie are now producers. And at the time, Rick Springfield was a hot guy. And do you guys know Rick Springfield? Yeah, okay. And I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Jesse's girl. How can I find me a woman like that? Yep. Hi, Rick. That song. And then, so anyway, there were like about 300 people. They were looking for a song for an artist that kind of sounded like Rick Springfield that they were going to produce. And so I brought a song that I had written and produced when I lived in Colorado before that, and played it for them. And it was like one of the most humiliating nights of my life. They listened to it and they said, that song sounds like it was written by an asshole. The Turtles, And so, I don't think it was, but anyway. And then it is a little dated. It's 4 decades, so give me some grace here. But the song's called On Hold, and it kind of sounds like this. And you can help me in the end. There's a part, you'll see what it does. So if you want to sing in the end. Don't get on the phone and call me back like so many times before. What's your need to think about us if you don't love me anymore? You put me on hold while you get it together. This is getting old. I should know better than to love someone who always puts me on hold. You say that our love can't work out, but it worked for us this long. What's a need to think about us if you're telling me it's wrong? You put me on hold while we get it together. This is getting old. I should know better than to love someone who always puts me on hold. I've always been an optimist. Try and make a go. But lately, you turned me upside down. So I'm just gonna have to put you on hold. 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 Put you on. Thank you. Thank you. That's an old song, man. Oh, God. What's that? So we got, how about a brand new song? We'll switch it up. No, that's, nope, I memorized it. I hope. In fact, this is the first time, you guys are the first time I will have played it without the lyrics. And it's that spanking new. It's pretty new. My co-writer, Genevieve Goldstein, she came to me with pretty much a true story about her grandpa. Both of my grandpas died when I was 6 and 7. So I don't remember much of them, but her grandpa died after, recently. I can count on one hand times Grandpa said he loved me, but he taught me how to change a tire, ask a girl out, can't believe he's gone and I'm cleaning at his memories. Seems like he's with me now. He was I know I got the lyrics. He was a strong and silent type, so it caught me by surprise. Hidden with the tools and the auto parts was all my old Crayola art. Cans of food and jars lined up in a row. Grandma's love letters tied up with a bow. Pieces of him that I'd never seen. There's more than that old Dodge in Grandpa's garage. We fixed a carburetor on that 72 Charger. Wish you could have seen that smile across his face. He was a strong and silent type. tools and the auto parts was all my old Crayola art. Cans of food in jars lined up in a row. Grandma's love letters tied up with a bow. Pieces of him that I'd never seen. There's more than that old Dodge in Grandpa's garage. Man may have moved on, but he'll never really be gone. There's pixie pieces in auto parts, all my old Crayola art. Cans of food in jars lined up in a row. Grandma's love letters tied up with a bow. Pieces of him that I'd never seen. There's more than that old Dodge in Grandpa's garage. Thank you. Time for Wawa. I love Artichoke. It's a cool place. And it's people listen, and that to me is golden. You know, you play places that got big screens going and sports and people yelling, and it's like, why am I here, you know? I know all you musicians know what I'm talking about.
We're here for you.
By the way, I'm gonna. I have a CD I'll have for sale up there, but I'm actually. That's not the big deal. If you like what I'm doing, I can put you on the mailing list. Quite a few are already on it that are here, but and that's kind of the currency of being being a songwriter or artist, is just having people show up. You know, otherwise there is no gig. You know, so if you're interested, I do have a just email and stuff, and I won't sell it to anybody, and I'll be back there in a little while here. Got another newer song. I did play it last year when I played here, but this one. I'll dedicate this to the neighbors who showed up. I appreciate it. I had some great neighbors. I don't have any stories to tell. I just have great neighbors. They're great, you know. What's funny, a neighbor that's not here, when we were buying the house, I was out of town, and my wife's like, I found a perfect house. And then I said, oh, good. Well, just tell them we'll buy it, you know. When I get off the plane, I'll look at it. She goes, okay. And she calls me later that night. She goes, oh, it's a, and I'm going off topic here. I don't know. But it ends up that she calls me later that night. She goes, I'm not so sure about that house. I go, what happened? But in 6 hours, and she's like, well, his yard's like a used car lot, you know, and he's got just junk everywhere, washing machine, you name it. And I'm like, is he dangerous? And she's like, no. I asked around, but I'm like, okay. And it turns out he's the most lovely guy, but it is, and he's never changed it up. It just looks like he could go buy an old washer next door there. But I like him too. He's a good neighbor too. But he's just, as far as keeping his shit clean, no, not so much. These guys keep their shit clean, at least, whatever. This song's for you. The song has nothing to do with any of this. She keeps our Christmas tree up until Valentine's Day. Likes the way it lights up the January gray. Turns our kitchen into a disco dance floor. Sings Sinatra at the grocery store. Even if I could, I don't think I would change a thing. She's nothing like me. Doesn't care what people think. Unapologetically unique. Every day I thank my lucky stars that she's nothing like me. Can I have a little more guitar, please? I'm dessert after dinner, umbrella in a storm. She's peach pie for breakfast, a wet kiss when it pours. I'm coffee on the front porch, boots on by sunrise. She's white wine, midnight poetry. Even if I could, I don't think I would change a thing. She's nothing like me. Doesn't care what people think. Unapologetically unique. Every day I thank my lucky stars that she's nothing like me. Her free spirit helps me see this world differently. I don't know where I would be without my missing piece. She's nothing like me. Doesn't care what people think. Unapologetically unique. Every day I thank my lucky stars that she's nothing like me. Nothing like me. Nothing like me. Where are we time-wise? One more. Cool. So this song is mostly true, which is amazing to me. And back after, it's the wrong capo. After Kennedy got shot, they toured his limo around to auto shows and went with my dad. And we got a picture of us in the limo. It's like, what are you thinking, you know? Back then it was like, wow. You know. But anyway, this song's about that. I'm going to one more sip. You guys having fun? Haven't even finished yet. Yeah, these are cool nights. I'm also a music fan, so it's really cool to be able to hear different people, and you know, I become fans of the people up here and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Shelley. Who else is it? Gary, Michael. Sound and video back there. Who else are there? Tip Christopher. Come and see me and give me your email. Yes, I am pushing hard for that. November 22nd, 1963. Rode my Schwinn home from lunch and I chained it on a tree. My mom, she came out crying and a crushed voice said to me, someone just shot President Kennedy. Shots rang through Kennedy's Continental. I'm not trying to be overly sentimental, but the world stopped turning as we were learning about that day in Dallas, Kennedy's Continental. A couple of years later on my birthday it snowed. So my dad and I rode the train into Chicago to see Kennedy's limo at the auto show. We sat in the back and they shot black and white photo. Shots rang through Kennedy's Continental. I'm not trying to be overly sentimental. The world stopped turning as we were learning about that day in Dallas, in Kennedy's Continental. Conspiracy or just one guy? I want to know who ended my childhood. Shots rang through Kennedy's Continental. I'm not trying to be overly sentimental, but my world stopped turning as we were learning about that day in Dallas, Kennedy Continental. November 22nd, 1963. Thank you.
Thanks, Ron, for that sad song. I'm like, God, that's twice this week I wanted to cry. And I'm not a crier. I remember that day, though. I want to reiterate what Ron said about the mailing lists. We get hit with so many ways to find out about shows and things that are going on in this world. Those mailing lists are gold. If you like things like this and you want to hear more of it, you can sign up for Ron's, you can sign up for ours. It's just really tough, and we all know that we just get bombarded. One thing I want to let you know, too, I mentioned earlier that Artichoke has celebrated 50 years. Think about all the people who've played on this stage and the audiences that have supported it all that time. Many of those people don't drive at night anymore, so they're not here. If you know people like that, we're starting a new series in the afternoons in April on Thursday afternoons, and the shows will go from 1 to 2:30. It'll be daylight, no matter if it's what standard time or daylight savings time. By getting out of here at 2:30, everybody should be able to get home before the commuter traffic does. So if you sign up for our mailing list, you'll find out who the two acts are. The first two are Gary, who's doing video tonight. His band, Gary Furlow and the Loafers, are going to be April 11th. And then Tom May, who is a staple in the folk scene, here in town, and nationally will be on the 18th, and then pretty soon we'll have the May ones. But let people know that maybe you don't want to drive at night, that we're going to offer some shows for them in the afternoon. Yeah, bring a lunch, unless you want chips. So our last solo act is going to be John Dodge, and then we'll take a break and we'll have the jug band. So let's welcome John to the stage.
Hey guys. So let me rearrange this so I can get a guitar mic too. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna work. All right, here we go. No, that's fine. And do we have a direct signal? Okay. Well, after that last song, I think some levity is required, don't you think? Here we go. Okay. It's lonesome here in heaven. I'm missing all my friends. The streets are full of strangers with halos round their head. I really don't mind dying, but I do mind being dead. It's lonesome here in heaven, and it's messing with my head. It's lonesome here in heaven. They got all kinds of rules, like you got to love your neighbor even when he's being a fool. And every day is Sunday, there ain't no Saturday night. It's lonesome here in heaven underneath the guiding light. I went to see St. Peter down by the pearly gates. I said, "Excuse me, mister, there must be some mistake." So he pulls out the big book. Sure enough, there's my name. It's lonesome here in heaven, and I don't know how I came. No cussing, no card games, no reefer, no way. Ain't no easy women out beyond the Milky Way. No liquor, no hangover, ain't no hell to pay. You wake up in the morning, that's as good as you feel all day. You know the trouble with forever? It just takes too much time. All I get for dinner is some wafers and some wine. And there's always somebody singing down by the riverside. Only they don't know the good songs just in the sweet by and by. When I think of old Hank Williams, it always makes me cry. Just like old Hank Williams, I'm so lonesome I could die. Since I'm dead already, you have to wonder why. It's lonesome here in heaven, lonesome here in heaven. I'm so lonesome here in heaven, I could lay right down and die. Thank you. Thank you. If I could be water, a little more like water, if I could flow like water, I could get where I'm going. I wouldn't have to worry, I wouldn't have to hurry. No struggle, no trouble, I just know what I'm knowing. I'd be gentle, I'd be strong, a placid pool, a river long. I would fill the mighty ocean with my last measure of devotion. If I was your brother, your sister, your mother, would you take me for granted? Would you treat me unkind? If I was your family, even though you don't know me, would you still forsake me? Would you leave me behind? I'm the one who knew you first, who gave you birth and quenched your thirst, imbued you with your sense of wonder, and tucked you in as you went under. Don't you cry, my handsome son. I'm just going back where I come from. Dry your eyes, my darling daughter. I am just returning to the water. Gather family, all my friends, and pass around my favorite gin. Scoop me up and pour me in, back in the water. If I could be water, a little more like water, if I could flow like water, I could get where I'm going. Switch here. Most of the songs that I'm singing for you tonight are from my latest record called All Over the Road, and we'll talk about that a little later. But I do have a couple of new songs I'd like to share with you and sort of get your reaction. This is a world premiere. I was listening to some early Bob Dylan. Here we go. Yeah. And I noticed that he often went for this certain song structure, and that is a four-line verse with each of the lines ending in exactly the same rhyme. And I thought, well, I could write a song like that. And so I did. And here it is. Sitting in the station, waiting for your train to come in. Wind howling around my head, it must be -10. Pondering the existential difference between women and men. Dreaming of the meaning of original sin. Hanging around the depot, waiting for your bus to roll up. hoping that the bouquet I bought you is good enough. Staring down at my reflection in the bottom of the cup, saying to myself, son, now don't you fuck this up. The thing about romance is you gotta work it every day. Oh, yeah. Thing about second chances, it's a gamble either way. Driving to the airport, chilling in the cell phone lot, counting up the thankfuls for all the things I've got. I thought I had the answers, but I must have forgot. I hope you know I love you, but then again, maybe not. The thing about romance is you don't miss it till it's gone. Like high school dances after the lights come on. Strolling by the harbor, waiting for your ship to sail in. Thinking about your red dress and the dimples on your chin. Humming that old band tune, you don't know the shape I'm in. Feeling pretty good now, just to see you again. Yes, I'm feeling pretty good now, just to see you again. Thanks very much. Talking about Bob Dylan, he and Leonard Cohen were very good friends, mutual admirers, and they were having coffee one time, and Bob says, Leonard, your song, Hallelujah, I just think that's the best song ever. How long did it take you to write that song? Leonard says, God, about 6 months. I mean, I had all these verses. I couldn't figure it out. And then Leonard says, Bob, I love your song, Like a Rolling Stone. How long did it take you to write that song? Bob says, about 20 minutes. True story, mostly. So this next song came out really quickly. Not 20 minutes, but not a whole lot more. Fitting because it's all about the nature of time. Let me tune this thing, please. I used to be young, you wouldn't know it to look at me now. I used to be big with the ladies, oh baby, and how. Then time and its wisdom has carried me straight down the road. Now my brain's overflowing with all of the stuff I don't know. I still skip a heartbeat when I see a real pretty girl. That don't make me a weirdo, just proves that I'm still in this world. And like all of my stages and changes have rolled into one. I'm the king of the universe and really just one mother's son. I carry all of my ages inside me, and I carry them well. I'm a baby, a toddler, a tyke, a teenager from hell. I'm a captain of industry, a sharply dressed retiree. When I'm down in the home, won't you come pay a visit to me? I caught my reflection in a shop window over on Main. I thought, who is that geezer with hair plastered flat by the rain? And then, holy smoke, sweet Jesus, that senior is me. How the hell did that happen so quickly, so completely? You'll never be smarter than you are when you're 22. Oh, but I'm here to tell you, my darling, I've got one on you. You'll proceed to grow deeper as experience piles on the weight. I just wish you'd stop being quite so serious before it's too late. The first time I saw my new baby and all of her charms, I remember the flood of emotions and her strong mother's arms. Next thing I know, I was walking her straight down the aisle. As I gave her away, her eyes kissed me and twinkled a smile. There once was a time when old William Shakespeare was really the rage. He said we fret and we sweat and we flutter hour on the stage. We walk on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, then 3 legs in the evening, and the whole show is over too soon. I carry all of my ages inside me, and I carry them well. I'm a baby, a toddler, a tyke, a teenager from hell. I'm a captain of industry, a sharply dressed retiree. When I'm down in the home, won't you come pay a visit to me? When I'm down in the home, won't you come pay a visit to me? Okay. Well, now we're having fun, huh? So if you're a songwriter, sooner or later somebody's going to ask you this question. What comes first, the words or the music? And of course, as you probably guessed, sometimes it's one, sometimes it's the other, sometimes it's a little bit of both. I had this next melody for like well over a year. And then one night, a one-line of lyric came to me, and the rest of the thing just sort of spun out from there. This is called The Ballad of Sean Murphy. I didn't intend for this to become a ghost story. It just sort of worked out that way. My name is Sean Murphy. I come from old County Antrim, hard up a hillside by the cold Irish Sea. 7th son of Mary, just a plain and sturdy working girl. My da was Sean Murphy, just the same as me. One day he did tell me, I've got nothing to give you. My name's the sole measure of your poor legacy. So it was I found myself on a ship bound for America. where fame and good fortune there awaited me. The first night at sea I spied a lass made my heart break, with hair fiery auburn and her eyes deepest green. There, Sean Murphy, boy, said I, is your lover for this brave new world, and a beautiful mother for your family to be. We sailed our new love across the great rolling ocean, beaming with joy at what our future might be. Speeding much too quickly through the ice fields south of Newfoundland, steaming through darkness toward our shared destiny. Last thing I remember before the cold took all our breath away. My name is Sean Murphy, would you remember me? Thank you. So, as I mentioned earlier, most of these songs, with the exception of the two new ones that I shared with you, which I'll record soon, I promise. These songs are from the record called All Over the Road. It's all over the streaming services. It's on my website if you care to hear it again or download it. Website, it's easy to remember, John Dodge Music. John Dodge Music, okay? I have one more to share with you, and then we'll take a little break, all right? This is a song about a story. I was inspired by a radio story that I heard on NPR one afternoon, a Native American origin myth. I call this The Last Possible Moment. And thank you very much for your time and attention. It's the most valuable commodity you have. I heard a story once, I hope it's true, from a time before me and you, when the people and the animals were one, happy creatures living in the sun. Everybody spoke the common tongue. Then one day the earth stood still. Then it cracked and split in two. The animals and people were afraid. One ran one way, the other ran the other way. But at the last possible moment, as the chasm opened wide, at the very last possible moment, the dogs jumped on our side. The other animals, they're jealous now. They see the dogs like sacred cows, but the dogs, they dream of running wild and free, streaking through the jungle breathlessly. Leashes off, forever free. But at the last possible moment, their last chance to decide, at the very last possible moment, the dogs jumped. You might say, hey, what about the cats? You've a right to your opinion, that's a fact. It's just a story plucked from ancient history, turning into legend and mythology, a parable of love and loyalty for you and me. There we have it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
All right, thank you. So our theme for this session was kind of the more obscure of the jug bands. We studied the pre-war jug bands from the 1920s and 30s, the originals. But this session we got into some of the more obscure ones, the one-hit wonders, you might say. And this is a song that was based on a very big hit song, the Kansas City Blues. It's slightly different. It's called You Oughta Move Out of Town. And if you want to sing along, the chorus is, you oughta move out of town, honey, where they don't allow you. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Steve Morelli on the vocals, and he's going to be featured on this next song. This is a Charlie McCoy song, and Charlie McCoy was a mandolin player from the 1920s. He was kind of a child prodigy, actually. He recorded this song, I think, at the age of 16, and he played a banjo mandolin like the one that we have here. And then Sarah, who you heard playing the nose flute on the last song, is going to be our vocalist on this one, and this is a Great Depression era song, Times Ain't Like They Used to Be. And we have 12 bars to come into that, right? Just the last line. Oh, the last line. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
on my drunken spree. I used to have plenty of money to get on my drunken spree. But now my money's all gone and times ain't like they used to be.
To that banjo mandolin.
Now I had a little woman, she sure was kind to me. Oh, I had a little woman, she sure was kind to me. But she went away and left me, 'cause times ain't like they used to be. She used to hug, she used to kiss me. She was the sugar in my tea. She used to hug, she used to kiss me. She was the sugar in my tea. But she went away and left me, 'cause times ain't like they used to be. I'm sitting here ragged and dirty, so hungry I can barely see. I'm sitting here ragged and dirty, so hungry I can barely see. Money and times ain't like they used to be. It's not right.
Okay, we're going to do an unusual one now. This is called Cold Iron Bed. It's by a group called Jack Kelly and his South Memphis Jug Band. It sounds very rural, but it's from Memphis. And I've never played this song before. I've always loved it, and I played it for the class, and they loved it too. So we worked it up. I'm really excited to play this for the first time, and I've never performed on the fiddle before either. So we're all learning together here. Hope you like this. Cold Iron Bed, and Ted, our harmonica player, is going to be the lead vocalist. Let's see. Got to get the last song out of my head.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Baby, lay me down on your cold iron bed. I said, baby, take me upstairs. Lay me on your cold iron bed. If I don't get no better, I want you to come and rub my head. You're a no good weed, baby. The cow is gonna mow you down. Oh, you're a no good weed. The cow is gonna mow you down. And if I was a policeman, I'd run you clear out of town. Ever since my poor mother did die, ever since my poor mother has died, well, the rocks have been my pillow, and the ground has been my bed. Oh, baby, I'll make everything all right. Oh, baby, I'll make everything all right. Well, if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you so much. Can I just point out one amazing lyric from that in case you didn't notice? You're a no good weed. The cow is gonna mow you down.
And after all that, if I don't see it tomorrow, I'll see it tomorrow night. It's like, okay.
Yeah, so tragic. We got started a little late, but we have two more. Do we have time for two more, or should we? Okay. All right. So this song is all about the double entendres. So we hope you like some of that. And a couple of people were saying, I don't know, is this appropriate? But we're all adults here. I think we can handle this. This is called I'm Wild About My Lovin', and there's a structure to the verses. All the double entendres are occupational in theme. So you'll see what we're talking about. Well, I'm going to tell you people, listen to this song. I'm going to see my woman, and it won't take long. And I'm wild about my loving. I like to have my fun. If you want to be a girl of mine, bring it with you when you come. So here's the structure now. Well, I ain't no fireman, son, but I can keep you warm until the fireman comes. And I'm wild about my loving. I like to have my fun. If you want to be a girl of mine, babe, bring it with you when you come. I'll give you one more. Well, I ain't no preacher's son, but I can make you holler lordy till till your preacher comes. And I'm wild about my loving. I like to have my fun. If you want to be a girl of mine, bring it with you when you come. What do you think about that, Steve?
Said now, I ain't no basement son, but I can get low till your basement comes.
And I'm wild about my loving. I like to have my fun. So you're saying you got a big bottom? You want to be a girl of mine? Bring it with you when you come. Got one for us, Sarah?
I ain't no baker man's son, but I'll need your love till the baker man comes.
And I'm wild
about my loving. I like to have my fun.
and you can watch it rise. If you want to be a girl of mine, baby, bring it with you when you come.
Well, I ain't no angel, and I ain't no angel's son, but I can blow this here harp until my sweet girl comes.
And I'm wild about my loving. I'd like to have my fun. It's a nice little tongue technique with that, isn't there? If you want to be a girl of mine, baby, bring it with you when you come.
I ain't no mechanic, a mechanic's son, but I'll fix your wife until she comes.
And I'm wild about my loving. I'd like to have my fun. If you want to be a girl of mine, bring it with you when you come. Well, I ain't no electrician's son. I'll get rid of your shorts till the electrician comes. And I'm wild about my loving. I'd like to have my fun. If you want to be a girl of mine, baby, bring it with you when you come. Here's one for the sound crew tonight. I ain't no AV technician, son. But we can make some movies till the AV technician comes. And I'm wild about my loving. I like to have my fun. If you want to be a girl of mine, bring it with you. All right, this could go on all night. Let's just do one more. Well, Sergeant, call the chief of police, because the girls around here won't let me see no peace. And I'm wild about my loving. I'd like to have my fun. If you want to be a girl of mine, bring it with you when you come. Thank you. And that was a Jim Jackson song from what do we got here?
I'm leaving. That's it. I'm happy.
1928. All right. That was Ted playing the bass harmonica over there. And I haven't introduced Jim on the guitar. He's Jim on the acoustic guitar over there, and this is Mike on the mandolin. Steve is going back to his washtub bass for our last number. He built it just for this class. He had one before years ago and couldn't find it, so he just built another one.
Because I'm handy like that.
And yeah, we've had a great time in this class. Come join us Thursday nights, Jug Band Ensemble. Oh, and I almost forgot, if you like jug band music, come come to Artichoke on April 14th for Jugapalooza. There will be 4 jug bands. Some of the folks from this class are performing, and I host a monthly jam, and some of the folks from that are performing. So 6 bands total, audience participation, prizes. It's going to be fun. Yep. It's going to be prizes. Yep. So,
Wrong way.
all right. So, last tune. This is a song that Kansas Joe McCoy did, but in the 1940s when he was in a jug band called Big Joe and his washboard band. And Sarah and I are going to sing it as a duet. It's called I'm Through with Love. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm through with love on account of you. I'm through with love on account of you. Your love's so bad, I'm through with you. I'm tricked again on account of you. I'm tricked again on account of you. Your trick's so bad, I'm through with you. I got in jail on account of you. I got in jail on account of you. Your jail's so bad, I'm through with you. To that bass back there. I'm going home on account of you. I'm going home on account of you. Your home's so bad, I'm through with you. Now look at me on account of you. Now look at me on account of you. I look so bad, I'm through with you. It's over now on account of you. It's all over now on account of you. You did so bad, I'm through with you. Everybody. I'm through with love on account of you. I'm through with love on account of you. You love's so bad, I'm through with you. All right, the Jug Band Ensemble. Thanks for having us.